We are back and we have landed again. Welcome to another episode of the Media Meltdown. My name is Benson Strax, aka the Big Fish, aka I'm Jay Pula. It's the same thing as last week. Kabanyabati host a ghost. And welcome, guys, and shout out to everybody who's watched the last episode of the Media Meltdown. We are super appreciated. And you know what it is, Buffet. So you know where to find us. It's TMM_ZA. Everything pops up on the bottom because, well, it kind of has to. And guys, do like, subscribe, follow. The subscription is for mahala, guys. It's free. Yeah. Nothing. And look, guys, we're sitting on...
Even if you got half data, you can still subscribe, guys.
Exactly.
Please.
And look, guys, we are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, That's just a fact. So we are sitting on 815, and I think every episode, Chad somehow, some way is gonna pop it up the number, and you guys should just follow, man. Follow.
Tell your
subscribe.
friends, your sisters, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, whether they like it or not.
Exactly.
Just send it to them. You never know.
Yeah,
you can't catch fish without bait in the water.
100%. But yeah, guys, help us reach 1,000 subs. It will be super dope to take this journey with you guys. So every episode we are going to be popping up the number, and let's move on to the other things, Buffet. So because I'm not rolling alone, I'm rolling with the crew. As you've already heard, my boy Wolf Roberts is in the building.
There we go.
That's good, dog.
There we go, guys. I'm not going to bore you with a long intro. We've got some saucy secrets and interesting facts to get through. So the quicker we can do that, the better for all of you guys.
The better. NQ, what's good? How you doing, my brother? Again, NQ is chatting to this chick, guys, for the second week in a row.
No, listen. I'm a single man. All right. So what I do in my spare time, But when we're here right now, we are shooting. We're having a good time, and we're chatting, chopping up some interesting facts and news. So yeah, looking forward to that. I hope you guys are as well. And just until then, I'll be here with the conspiracies.
Yes,
hopefully, showcase.
Chatty, Big Shad, the guy always in the business. What's happening, cuz? What's good?
You know what it is. It's Big Shad, but you the big fish. Let's go.
Even shout out to the guy on YouTube who said Benson the big fish.
Big fish,
That's it, my bro.
No, shout out, guys. Look, man, we've had a crazy couple of days. Whole lot of stuff has been happening. I think we all know where to start. Ryan's hot topic. You always come through with some crazy shit. So let's go. Hot topic.
So this week's hot topic took me by surprise. I was totally oblivious to it. Just like I'm sure
100% myself.
Most of the world is oblivious to it. So it's about an asteroid has an asteroid, like a massive comet, that has the possibility of hitting Earth in 2032. That's 7 years from now.
That is crazy.
So this comet this asteroid. Comets are smaller.
Yeah.
This asteroid was discovered on the 27th of December last year. No wonder half of us don't know about it because we were all buzzing. December, boss.
Yeah, because you guys spent a couple of billions in 2 weeks.
What was it? Almost 6.6 billion on alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, we were having it in December.
It was
guys.
December, festive season.
So no
in
wonder
South Africa.
that one just flew over everybody's hair. Yeah. Not because I'm bald, because I was occupied.
Shining.
Hey, let's be honest. The glare on my head is brighter than some people's future.
Ryan's back.
Back in action, buddy.
Wolfman.
So in December, there's I want to call it an organization or a company called Atlas, which stands for Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System. Sorry, I had to read that because that's a bit of a mouthful, you know what I'm saying? So the guys in Chile at this Atlas department, they discovered it. So when they discovered it, they determined it was going to be between 40 and 90 meters in diameter.
That's fucking wild.
That's about the equivalent of the Trump Towers falling from out of space onto
That's crazy.
the Earth. It's not a planet killer.
Yeah.
They call it a
city killer.
City killer. That's it. You are correct. So it will be devastating no matter where it's going. But the current trajectory, it's having it landing off of South America in the ocean somewhere around there. It's a bit of a big
Radius.
area
Yeah.
that they've classified as the impact zone. But the ultimate thing is, it's in the last, when they discovered it, let me put it to you this way. When they discovered it, it had the possibility, the likeliness of 1.3% to hit the Earth.
Shit. That's crazy.
On the 27th of December.
Yeah.
Today is the 13th of February. Do quick maths here, guys. I don't know how many days that is. I'm just going to round
couple
it
days,
off
but it's like
to
2
a
months.
month and a half, close to 2
2
months.
months, yeah.
It's already grown in probability of impact
by
to
2.3.
2.3%. So if you calculating going at a rate of 2 months per percent in probability of hitting us, and there's still 7 years to go,
It's gone up.
Do
The
you
probability
not-
has gone up. That's the thing here. The probability has gone up.
100%.
That's the thing. So
But
7
now-
years.
This could also be why Elon wants to populate Mars so much.
Or okay, never mind. Let me
That's
say
not
some
a
crazy
conspiracy. That's just my opinion, guys.
shit that he wants.
We'll get to the conspiracies later. But that could just be my opinion. Why do we want to populate a different planet instead of fixing the one we're on? Unless the higher powers know something we don't.
maybe we at a point where it's not fixable, because that's another thing. If you think about it, look, they say this was found when last year.
In December. You can't even say a year ago.
Exactly.
Because it's like 2 months ago.
2 months ago, right? In December. And I don't know, bro. I wouldn't necessarily say that it was the fact that we were in the festive season. I just feel like they do this, like
Silence the media on
they-
certain
because
things.
you see it in movies, so the media won't panic or people won't panic type of thing,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
Right?
Like Independence Day. No, we can't let the people know.
No, exactly, but like, I think when they do let it out, I feel like those things are super serious. It's like, like if it comes out, people should know, because if this thing comes through, dog, and look, dog, I'm glad they're not even thinking South Africa. They're saying South America.
Maybe that's why they want
in
to
the
get
middle of the ocean.
involved, though. Because remember, like we said last week,
Yeah.
in 2012, where was the safest place? Drakensberg Mountains, guys.
Yeah, but if Drakensberg Mountains don't get expropriated, that's the problem with that.
Maybe that's, yeah, you see, that's why Trump is making so much noise, because he doesn't
Yeah.
want them to expropriate the Drakensberg Mountains.
But Ryan, my thing is with the meteor, right? Like, gents, like everyone watching, like my thing with the meteor is like, what's your survival plan, right? Like, what do you think you're doing if you are in the impact zone at that point in time, and let's say impact happens, and you happen to survive, but obviously you know how it is. The impacts happened, even in earthquakes. The impact happens, and then it's getting out of. Now you've survived the impact. Now it's getting out of that. So, like, what would be your thing? Let's say the impacts happened, and you somehow survive. What's your next move? Because everything's destroyed, right? What's your next move?
Well, firstly, it depends on what country you're in.
Here
let's
in
say-
Mzansi.
Let's say in Mzansi.
Yeah,
no,
in
we're too
Mzansi.
far from impact zone, bro. Nothing's going to happen
No,
to
but
us.
let
'cause
it-
we're safe, my man. Especially here in Durban. We're safe, bro.
Yeah.
It's Brazil, Argentina, all those countries surrounding Southern America,
Yeah.
all the little islands in the ocean. Those are the guys that have to, excuse me, those are the guys that have to worry.
Mm.
Because the size of it, they say it's a city killer.
Yeah.
So, cool, we might maybe experience a surge in swell in our surf. We might get like maybe 20, 30 foot swells.
Yeah.
Cape Town would probably get the brunt of us. Here in Durban, by the time it's getting to us, it's kind of like died down.
Yeah.
It's like a car, when it switches off, it can freewheel fast until it has no more movement.
Facts.
Same with waves. Excuse me, give me a second, yeah.
Yeah, Ryan. I want to hear this.
Sorry, see, I'm talking too much. You see, so
No,
my
you
throat's
must talk.
getting a
Must
little
talk.
bit dry.
We want to know, but we want to get
No,
the
but that's
information.
what it's like. So the people that have to worry are the people that are in the close vicinity of the impact zone. Although it is a smaller significance than the asteroid that wiped out dinosaurs and basically changed the whole dynamic of Earth, it's not that big. But it is massive because the damage that it's going to cause to all the surrounding areas, people, like I would hope NASA and there's another organization, correct me if I'm wrong, it's called ASA.
Yeah.
Or ESA, I think it's the European Space Association or something along those lines. Both organizations, if they can notify us in due diligence, yes, we're following it now because we found it.
Yeah.
But don't be like the movies and say 12 hours before impact, hey, motherfuckers, you got to leave. Where are you going to go in 12 hours, bro? How are you going to pack up your whole life?
But the thing is, I feel like in those situations, are you packing up your whole life? But wait, before we go there, what are you doing in that situation? You've just survived impact, right?
And just a quick correction on that. I think it was the European Space Agency. So
go.
ESA.
Yeah,
ESA. Okay, that's what I
ESA.
said. I wasn't sure if it was ASA or ESA.
Yeah.
But I knew it was European Space
But
Association.
I want to know from you, like, what's your first instinct? You now in Durban, it's impacted. Okay, maybe let's not say Durban. Let's maybe say you were in Cape Town. Let's maybe say you were in Cape Town having a Joel. You've just survived.
Survival, bro. That is it. Survival. Protecting my family, getting my kids, getting my ex-wife, getting my
your ex-wife?
family. Yes, because
Getting your ex-wife.
Yes, because that's the mother.
Did you just hear that?
It's the mother of my child, bro. Can you imagine I saved my child and not his mom? What kind of father is that?
So
No.
so ex-wife is still in the mix.
No, she's not in the mix, but she's protected.
She's
If
protected
that makes sense.
by the wolf.
By the wolf, for sure.
man.
Alpha
My
wolf
man.
always protects his
Own, yeah,
his own. That's it.
100%. I like
His
that.
pack. That's it. Whether we're married or not, she's the mother of my child. I'll save her, my parents,
Yeah.
maybe my brothers if I have the capacity, but knowing my brothers, they would be self-sufficient and they would also be worrying about my family. That's just how we are.
the boys.
I think basically,
boys.
but I think South Africans in general, like if we had to be marooned on an island with a bunch of Americans, we would come out on top there.
Yeah. What you mean?
100%. We've been suffering for years.
No, besides that, Americans told us that American football. Dude, I watched the video. It's insane, right? Just like off topic real quick. So they're asking him, like, what's tougher, like rugby and American football?
Yeah.
Bro, and these O's are like, American football is way more brutal, right?
No chance. There's no pads.
Bro, American football is opposed to rugby.
We did touch on this recently as well.
Bro.
The thing is, they got pads. We don't. Yes, you can wear shoulder pads, but shoulder pads are like 5 mil thick, like soft sponge. It's not plastic
And it's still
and
absorbs.
fiberglass.
Your skin's not
and
going to
stuff
absorb.
like- we don't wear helmets.
Your skin's not going to absorb what. I don't care how little of a fraction
Can you imagine-
that padding absorbs. But the fact that it absorbs a certain portion, you know what I mean? I don't know, bro, but Americans say the Super Bowl is bigger than the World Cup.
I'll even put my money on. Let's say you get a defensive player from whoever won the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't follow it, but we are going to touch on the
don't
Super
care.
Bowl a little bit later, but
Don't
for a
really
little
care.
bit more of a saucy reason.
They said it was bigger than the Soccer World Cup.
It
so-
isn't. If you look at the numbers on the
Dude,
people
even-
that sit in the stadiums, it's nowhere near.
The African Cup of Nations is bigger than that. The female,
100%.
the
Who
Women's World
watches
Cup.
football? Americans and all the American wannabes.
The Women's World Cup is also bigger than the Super Bowl, right?
For sure.
But that's the thing. Americans just don't understand that the world is way bigger.
They're the best at a
than
sport
those
that
52 states.
only they play.
Bro, like you're
We're the
only
best in the
people-
world. Yeah, because you're the only idiots that play it.
Can I ask you a question? Have you ever heard of an American football academy in South Africa or anywhere in
Never,
Africa?
bro, never.
Right? And even if there is, I'm sure it's like a micro amount.
Besides baseball, I think the only other major sport that South Africa has adopted, and it's mainly in more recent years, is basketball.
Can I tell you
Most
something?
schools now have basketball.
Look, okay, basketball I give a little bit of respect to, but baseball,
because-
baseball in South Africa is just those kids that couldn't make the swimming team.
Isn't that
soccer
more
team.
American anyway?
Hey, watch what you're saying. I played baseball growing up,
Yeah,
guys.
nigga, you didn't make the
And
first
you
team
know I
rugby
was
team.
in the soccer team,
Excuse the N-word, but like we're gonna blur that out. And that.
No, we're not.
But like the thing is like those sports, bro, like they major in America. Like NQ was like about to say something there, and we actually had that conversation. Like NQ with like that sport, those sports becoming a big thing globally. Is it even a thing that's gonna happen, or are we still like I don't see American football becoming a big thing
Okay, let me say this,
anywhere else
Kazi.
besides America, you know?
Let me say this, Kazi. I don't know about South Africa. I know that those sports that they play require a lot of equipment. So we're still trying to get some soccer boots and rugby boots out to the underdeveloped areas. And I know that here, like they have in American football, all that padding, like bro, I think we still need to check on the sports that we do haven't developed those.
Let's focus
Before
on that.
we start, like, I mean, if you're one of those amazing kids that, have that option, because I think you should start very young to be like selected for those international sports and international countries and go over as an exchange and play there. Great. Like I had a friend
What kid in South Africa is gonna say I want to be an exchange to go play American football?
go do that. Great. But right now in South Africa, hey,
But that's the thing.
Only white Afrikaners are gonna go play American
Yo,
football.
hey, say, look, there's a conspiracy here, Kazi. I don't know. We just keep going. Like,
the one with the Rugby World Cup
with
that
the
they're
Rugby
gonna
World
host.
Cup, right? Was it you?
Yeah, I sent you that picture. Yeah,
So here's the conspiracy, right? Apparently, America is hosting the
I think it's
2020
a 2032 Rugby World Cup.
Rugby World Cup, right? And now the conspiracy is that the whole like getting
All the Afrikaners
Afrikaners.
into America now, it's giving them time, 7 years, to build a fantastic
rugby team,
Afrikaans American rugby team.
bro.
The only team that's going to beat the Springboks is another team of South Africans.
That's the only, bro, and that's how crazy it is, bro. The Springboks are so dope that the only way to beat the Springboks is to get
To
like,
steal our farmers,
bro, make another Springbok team.
for sure.
That's the only way you can. It's like Dricus, but anyway, we'll get there. But
Yeah, that's coming just
That's
now.
good, but like,
Let's
look,
not rush the stories.
But look, bro. Like seriously, like that conspiracy there, that the 2025. But as well, then you also think, hey, there's so much like bullshit that goes around. By the time you actually get to it, you're like, they were fucking us over. What were they hiding behind the scenes, type of thing, But okay, we've diverted from your hot topic. I don't know what happened today, but we're
Yeah,
having a good one.
while we're on the Afrikaners
Yeah.
and the Americans, we
Yeah.
might as well slide on into the next topic.
That's what I'm thinking. Ryan, where you at?
So, guys, obviously we spoke about it last week, and Trump's heavily against the Land Expropriation Act, and they're putting all these sanctions against us, which haven't been passed yet,
Yeah.
luckily. But one of the biggest ones is Trump has now offered white Afrikaans South Africans refugee status in America. Not white South Africans,
Only Afrikaans.
only Afrikaans South Africans.
So you don't count.
I don't count.
Chad, do you
Not
count?
that I would have wanted to go to America.
Wait, but you don't count, right?
No, I don't
Chad,
count.
you don't count.
No, I don't count, bro. But I mean, you can try if you want. I mean,
Yeah,
what is the
Ek
spectrum?
kan die
I mean,
taal
you say,
praat, hè. Oom Trump, ek kan Afrikaans praat, my bro.
Ek kan
Doesn't
nie.
even know what the fuck you're
He
saying.
doesn't know what I just said. And probably neither does Elon. He's been there so
But
fucking long.
Chad, yeah. Where were you at, Chad? You were coming with something. You were cooking there. The men were stirring there, Kazi.
I'm stirring all the pots.
No, I don't know, dude. I think they say for Afrikaners, bro, but how can they actually know? You know?
100%.
I mean, what does the test entail? I mean, who's going to evaluate the test? Are they going to do it? Because, I mean, you can bullshit.
If they do it,
Well, I would
The first
assume
test is probably going to be a bride test or something.
Hey, I'll smash him, guys.
Americans,
I'll do
I
it.
can bribe better than a lot of Afrikaners, bro. Let me tell you that.
Can you braai?
Ja, ek kan
Make a
braai.
braaibroodjie.
En ek kan braaibroodjies maak, chomma.
Bro, that's crazy. What do you drink? It has to be brandewijn.
Then if that's the case, then I'm out, bro. 'Cause
Hey, I'm out as well.
I don't
Kazi.
drink karate juice, my bro.
And I also don't dope that shit.
See, I'm English. We civilized.
I feel like I have a better chance of getting into the US at that point than you guys.
Oh my word, you guys are crazy. But but my thing is like very true. Like the test would be. I would love to know what the test would be, right? But my thing is like don't Afrikaans don't Afrikaans guys have a better life here than what they would there, type of thing, you know? Like I feel like they're moving that side. They would still they still got it better here. It's just like a white South African.
I get
you know
what
what I
you-
mean?
I get- 100%, I get what you're
As a
saying.
white South African, like we know you and I are not paying the same interest at the bank.
For sure.
We know that.
Yeah.
Same thing with the car and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So,
We know.
So like,
It's like everybody speaks about white privilege, but where do I find it? Because I've never had a taste of that golden nectar yet in
But
my
you
life.
and I-
bro. Where
but-
do we find it, guys?
No.
Is it hidden? Is there a treasure map?
no, you just walked the wrong path. You went the other way with the Prosper
I took a
Mablazi.
left instead of a right.
You find with the Prosper Mablazi, big problem. But for real, like I feel like if white Afrikaners actually do kind of, and there's like what 20,000 that have kind of like stamped the
Yeah, so in the first 18 hours,
Yeah.
they had over 10,000
Yeah.
immigration inquiries. After 24 hours, the email server crashed, and they recorded at the time of crashing over 20,000 applicants. That means so many Afrikaans, South Africans, flooded their network with inquiries about kicking down that side, which you guys are all more than welcome to fuck off. We don't care.
yeah, what the fuck, sellouts.
Um,
Sellouts. We've been through so much,
yeah,
man.
guys, why
Come
don't
on,
we
man.
fix the problem here and trying to fix it somewhere else? Like,
Guys, I have a point. I think that if that is our effect, we definitely should have like a handover program, some sorts. Because if that number of Afrikaners are gonna go over, and if they are deep in agriculture and so forth, and they control a lot of that, then how are we going to do that handover? Are we now going to be left at a deficit as a country of those skills, or are we going to have a proper handover? Because I think that's also a lot of the problems that we've experienced as like a young democracy, not having a proper handover. And
not having the tools to learn what we need to accomplish.
exactly. So hopefully we've
So you
learned
feel
from
like
that.
the apartheid government and the ANC government didn't have a proper handover of things.
Yes.
It was, and if
Hopefully
that
we
was the
learned.
case, that would be deliberate for me. Like, but
Yeah.
anyway, but anyway, carry on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's so yeah.
I'm sorry to interject, but I'm so glad you mentioned apartheid, because this whole thing to me is like a modern day apartheid.
Yeah.
Look, whites in general weren't nice to you guys. There's no secrets there. We all know history.
To you guys, how's this?
Yeah, but you know,
How's this guy to you guys?
what do you want me to say? You want
No,
me to
no,
say
no,
to
I'm
black
not
South
listening.
Africans? There we go. I said it.
Yeah.
White people in general were not nice to you guys. Whether it be my ancestors, the English, or the Afrikaans guys.
Yeah.
My thing is, the Afrikaners.
You could have just said.
And I know I'm going to get a lot of shit about what I'm about to say. And I don't care because I'm about
They must give you the
human
smoke.
rights. I'm about human rights,
They
man.
must give you the smoke.
My thing is, how can we reward white Afrikaners
For what?
with a so-called better life in America when they were the ones persecuting you guys the most?
Look, like
How
my,
do
my
we?
thing is with Afrikaans people, even with white people, there's always that thing in the back of their head that like one day maybe these guys are gonna come through and just gonna eat us.
Dude, we think the same about you. Don't worry. I'm gonna be honest.
But
dude.
that's what I'm saying.
We
like,
check
what,
EFF, we check Malema. He
Yeah.
says, bruh, we're not
You see
calling
what
for
he
killing
said in
other
the
whites.
news, right?
Not yet.
You
So
agree?
that day is coming.
No, but no.
We must get out,
No,
must
it's
ride.
not coming. What do you mean? Like, well, I don't know.
And also, what white people is he talking about? Because me, I'm not a normal white person, bro.
Yeah, but Kazi, when look, in fact, wait, Chad, I want to get there quick before we go there. But the thing is, bro, like, black people don't have a history of violence.
Disagree,
No,
'cause
Yeah,
King
I
Shaka was
disagree.
the most
no,
violent.
Hey, my man, history is violent,
Look,
Kazi.
look, hear me out. Black people don't have a history of violence, right? Why do I say this? It's because every time we had war, it's because you always pull up.
Whoa.
It's a
we
fact.
we
Like,
could say
that's
the
the
same
reason why-
every
that's-
time we
that's-
had war in
That's one
on
of the
this
main
land.
That's one of the main
Probably
reasons.
gonna get shit about that one. For
Well, let's just say this.
But one of the main reasons why white Afrikaners the ones that will take this is because those are the ones that have the thoughts in the back of their head that, hey, Trevor Noah said it. You know, I'm leaving because at the back of the heads, you kind of have that thing where it's like, hey, these guys are gonna come for us one day because of
I'll be back
what happened. You know what I mean? And look, dude, like I'm telling you now, it's a whole fear thing. Like I feel like white people live in fear all the time. It's just so weird.
Because we're ready. We're waiting for the
You know
day.
what I mean?
We're waiting.
Like,
The
you-
July.
white people hear the EFF and you guys shit yourselves. You know what I mean? and that's
Well,
what I'm saying.
you generalizing there, Kazi.
No.
We preparing.
No. But come on, Kazi, do you really think if it was really down to the wire and it was going down, I was going to be like English or Afrikaans? No, Kazi, anything.
Anything what?
Anything peach.
But Wolf, when was the last time you on the
Anything
CBD?
peach,
When was the
Kazi.
last time you on the CBD?
I was in the CBD just now the other day. I was even showcasing what's that, Musgrave Center?
Kazi,
I
you
was
and Musgrave
showcasing
Center. Go
Musgrave.
to point,
I
dog.
mean, in the CBD City
the
Hall,
CBD,
Kazi.
dog.
City Hall. That's where I was, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Right there at Musgrave Center. It's right there across the road from City Hall, my bro.
No.
Musgrave?
Musgrave. I mean, when you go into the CBD, you go past the market.
I was at the library,
West
bro.
Street. That's
I-
what- West Street, right?
Yeah.
Recently, I was embroiled in a CCMA case.
Yeah.
And while I was waiting to go into my CCMA case,
Yeah.
I was exploring all over there, bro.
Yeah.
8:00 in the morning, you got guys playing pool on pool tables.
Yeah.
Shisenyama going wild.
But I think that's
the
good.
aromas going mad so early in the morning. And I shared it on my social media. You guys can go and even have a look.
Yeah.
And I wanted people to see, like, you know, there's a stigma about these places.
There is.
We can't go there. We're going to get robbed. Let me tell you something. Not one person tried to take my cell phone away from me, and I had it in my hand almost 80% of the time.
Yeah, AfriForum is
Yeah,
just...
AfriForum.
They're
guys.
just
They're
fucking
making-
around, dude. Like,
You know, they are
They're
what
fucking
you call
around.
fringe racists.
no,
they
they're
claim,
racist.
no,
There's no su-
they
there's-
claim they're not
there's-
racist, but their actions lean in that
Right.
inclination that they are.
Right. Let me tell you something about racism, my dog. Nah. Racism can't have like this cute
There's
thing.
no gray.
Yeah, like there's no cute
You
thing.
either
Like
are, you're
what
not.
did you call that? What?
Fringe racist.
There's
It's an actual
there's-
term.
There's
Man.
no such thing, something racist. It's plain out racism. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, bro. Like the truth of the matter is on planet Earth, the only people that I feel kind of don't feel racism are Caucasian people. You know what I mean? So it's a very different thing when people are gonna tell you that it's not racist. And that's the thing. That's what AfriForum is doing. AfriForum is saying, no, what these guys are doing is this, this, and that,
Look.
and then we turn around and we say that's racist.
I think the closest thing they felt
we're a
to
majority country of Africans.
the closest thing they felt
you guys
to
are both wrong. We do feel racism. It's just
How?
It's just politically incorrect for us to say, "Hey, that's racist towards white people," because of all the unjust stuff throughout history for
That white
thousands
people
of
have done.
years that we've done to you.
But that's
So
what I'm
that's
saying.
the only. We do feel racism, but we don't voice it because.
You know,
It's politically correct.
Exactly, your
You guys are
grand,
going to
grand,
say,
grand.
hey, guys, come on. You fucked with us for too long.
Exactly.
That's the only reason why we don't speak it. But we do feel it. Like on instances when white people are walking in the shops and you know black people are talking about you. You can see they're looking at you,
No, you
laughing
don't.
at
If you don't
Hey,
understand the
cousin,
language,
me,
if you don't
hey,
understand the language, you can't be
you
like,
know.
I know you're talking about me, but when you
I
speak in
might not know.
Afrikaans, you know what I'm
I
thinking.
might not know exactly what you're speaking about me,
But you know I'm speaking
I've
about
been-
you.
I've been
How?
I've been in these circumstances and areas where I've found myself
Feeling like a black person's talking to you.
No,
you
man.
can, bro. Like
No,
when
you
you're in the
can
shop
pick
and they're
up
saying, I'm
conversations.
Lungu, but they're
You can
looking
pick
at
up
you, or
body
like,
language.
sometimes
You
they'll
can
say
pick up
something
No,
about
what,
like,
what do you mean?
not just a mlungu, like when a satan. You think we don't understand that shit? We do.
Satan is devil, dog. We
I
could
know,
be talking
you
about
guys
the
think we're the
devil.
white devil, bro.
what did he do to be called Satan, my bro?
I'm not saying it's happened personally to me,
I feel
but
you- I feel what you're saying,
What
but
I'm
like-
expressing is white people do feel racism.
So racism
but
is
it's
when-
just not
Wait, so you guys feel
right for us to say, "Hey guys, that's racist towards me,"
because you know it's what you're saying.
because what
is
we've done
complete-
to you in the past, we
No,
can't
it's-
justify.
It's not. It's not about what's been done in the past. You guys know that's bullshit. You can't turn around and be like, "Oh well, that's racist because you're speaking in Zulu and I heard the term Mlungu or the term Satan."
No.
At the end of the day, if you really don't understand the language, you can't assume I'm talking about you. And that's the thing. Like, you
But what I mean is when they looking at you, pointing at you.
I might
it's
not be
got
pointing
nothing,
at you. It might be
but I
that-
mean,
that-
it's got nothing to do
might
with
be
the
something
language
behind you.
barrier.
What do you mean, dog?
We do feel it, even if it's
But you
spoken
feel-
in plain English. You know.
No, in plain English, that's another story.
Look at Malema.
Well, okay, wait.
You can't
wait,
say
wait.
he's racist, but
with
he's
Malema-
showing racial tendencies
guys,
towards
you
white
can't
people.
say he's racist. Of
He
course
is.
he's racist.
He does. He
Well,
openly
wait.
says he hates white people.
Dude, that's
Okay,
fine. I understand. If you want to be
fair
racist,
enough.
that's
But
your
fair
problem,
enough.
bro.
With
That's not
Malema,
against me, bro.
with Malema, you guys have all the right to say that he's racist because you understand the language.
Yeah.
He's conveying the
'Cause he's
messaging,
conveying it
right?
in English.
Exactly. But
That's it.
if I'm behind you in a shopping mall and I'm pointing and I'm speaking in Zulu, it doesn't necessarily. In fact, I would turn around and say like, stop flattering yourselves. The conversation, it's not always that. You know, the conversation could be literally Ryan. The shirt you're wearing, you know what I mean, or maybe your style or whatever. It's not always going to be a negative thing. The thing is that I feel like people have this thing where when people speak and laugh and there's eye contact or like
Interaction.
it kind of does feel like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a racist thing. I do get where you guys come from, but the thing is the bottom line is, from what I'm trying to say is, it's not, when we speak Zulu, we don't speak Zulu just because we're trying. There's instances where I don't want you to hear what I'm saying. There is a
but we
there
also-
is a
we
50%
know.
chance I'm saying something.
We
but-
know that.
About
but
you.
it's-
It
but
might
it's-
not be
but it's
racist,
never-
but
it's
we
never-
know.
it's never racist.
It
That's
might
what
not
I'm
be
saying.
racist, but we know that you're talking
The
about.
question was, do white people feel racism? We went a bit off topic there because
Yeah.
I might have used the wrong analogy
No, I
there
feel you,
about
I
the
feel-
language barrier.
Yeah.
But we do feel racism. We just can't express it because
How do you
of-
guys feel racism, Chad? Like, do you want to give us like maybe an instance where you've felt that racism has come your way?
Here's a quick example before you go, Chad.
Black.
What happened? Yes, I'm back. I listen.
He's
we
a
listen.
light-skinned.
we
He's a
listen.
light-skinned black guy.
We listen, but we don't.
We don't judge. Yeah.
But also touching on like what happened in Zim with Mugabe. Do you think that was racism? And at some point they were throwing white farmers out of the land and so forth.
So the thing is
that not the same?
With something like that, you're going into things like like compensation of what things.
Yeah.
So
See-
so it's a little bit deeper there.
Deeper.
But I want to hear
Pro-black.
from like
Okay.
both of you guys, like, where you guys at? Like, have you ever had? Give me a situation where you felt kind of racism. You felt racism.
I think Wolf is right. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really experience racism on like a daily basis.
You don't experience racism for like 10 years. You maybe
Maybe 30.
maybe 30.
But like definitely in the politics, bro, like you can sense, like I won't lie, I sense that like black people don't want us here. I do sense that. Like
Some
Which
of
is
them,
ma-
not all of them.
I
though.
feel like majority don't want us here. I mean, you hear the voices in the news, you can hear the people all the time. So I'm not one, like I can take a hint, you know. If you don't want me here, that's fine, 100%. Like I don't have anything
I'm
against
still
you.
not going nowhere.
I'm probably still not gonna go, but
Yeah.
I'm here to stay, and
You
whether
guys
you
have
like
been
it
here
or
for a
not,
long time.
yeah, exactly.
Doesn't
It is
matter
what
where
it is.
my grannies and grandpas came from. I was born here.
I
Cause
think-
the Addington Hospital. I'm just as South African as every one of you guys.
Look, like I get where Chad's coming from, and I think as well, like the difference is with our generation, we've had the chance to interact with each other.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a chance
Post
to
1994.
exactly. So like I get where Chad's coming from. That fear of because you know it was wrong. You know, like you're saying, it's like sometimes you feel like you're being racially abused, but
I've
it's
never
like-
experienced it personally.
Yeah. But like,
But the
you
question
can't
was,
really
do
express it.
whites feel racism? As a whole, I'm sure we do.
No. I look, maybe from your guys' point of view, and again from our point of view, I just don't see a reason why a
It's
white
revenge.
guy. No, it's not revenge. Nigga, I wasn't. Look, nigga. Like, I feel like we should all be like compensated. Like, you know, if we go to a heist and I'm the one that takes the fall, I need to come out and my money is there.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you can't spend my money. So I feel like people need to be compensated for certain. You know, that's why organizations like AfriForum, bro. Like, I feel like they take us back because I feel like it's treason.
100%.
You
But
know, I feel like it's treason what they're doing because at the end of the day, bro, you can't be. Why are you snitching? Why are you snitching on us on shit we never even did?
yeah,
Like when you snitch,
false accusation.
and that's the thing. They like like organizations like the AfriForum, bro. Like
They're only thinking about themselves.
those organizations, racist organizations, shouldn't even be a thing, bro. Like, you know, sometimes I sit back and I'm just like, I feel people that went through like apartheid or people like are the same people that were are in the same like mindset as someone that's come from war. There's so much that's a scar,
PTSD, bro.
PTSD, dog. You know. But look, all I'm saying is, man, if you want to move to America, I feel like I mess with the Uncle OG, Julius Malema. They must revoke your citizenship.
Yeah,
For
but
real.
on that subject of Malema and your South African citizenship, Donald Trump already said that you'll keep your dual citizenship. So
No,
basically,
but if we as South Africa
I
revoke
know.
yours,
Same. That's
there's
what.
no jewel here.
That's what. Like to me, if you rebuking South Africa, you now want refugee status. That means you leaving our country because you feel you are being threatened and your life's in danger. You need asylum in a different country. I feel if you taking that route, your South African citizenship should get.
Yeah.
Cheers, bro. And while you're at it, you can no longer bribe, my man. You can't leave our country and take our nice things with you, bro.
You're not allowed to
You,
bribe.
you can't bribe.
We
You-
need to trademark
if
that
you're
shit.
adopting the American flag, you got to adopt the barbecue.
But gents, do you think that obviously it's open to
Interpretation.
Oh yeah, so gents, do you think that obviously it's open to Afrikaans, it's open to Afrikaans people. Do you think that they're taking only skilled Afrikaans Mensa, or are they taking
Farmers. They're
like
taking farmers.
It's
farmers
a-
only?
Because Bill Gates has got a shitload of land in America.
And he's been just
are
buying
the-
agricultural land.
Who's the best country? Ryan, give it to him. Give it to him. Who's the
So-
best country?
So South Africa
Agriculture.
has the number one leading country when it comes to agriculture
Here we go.
and export of fresh produce.
Yes.
So in my mind, yes, Elon's ex-South Africa, but let's not get it twisted. He doesn't have South
Give
Africa's
them your
best.
conspiracy. Give
He-
them your conspiracy with the Bill Gates and the whole farmer thing
So-
and them with the land.
So my whole conspiracy is they're giving the opportunity to these white Afrikaans speaking South Africans,
which are
the
generally
boere,
the best farmers.
Boere is translated into what? Farmer.
For real.
A boer is a farmer.
I didn't know.
I'm correct, 100%, I'm sure.
Okay.
So, he's taking all of our farmers.
Well, that's the plot.
That's his plan.
Yeah.
Because if this actually happens and all the South African farmers go there, they will now become the biggest export country in the world. Right now, they import a lot of their fresh produce. They're trying to get the monopoly on the business while it's happening. The thing is, after this term, Trump can never be president again. You're only allowed to serve 2 terms.
So he's here to cook.
He's here.
He's actually not cooking, he's serving.
He's changing shit up to better America.
Hold on, gents. I've got a mad conspiracy here. Okay.
I want to hear this shit.
This is, okay, think about this.
Here we go.
Trump is cutting off medical supplies and all that, remember?
Yeah.
To SA.
Yeah.
Right? So now he's recruiting our best farmers. And so there's obviously something that he's cooking right now. Because obviously if he cuts off supplies to us,
did you hear
because then we will have to rely on them, and we'd have to import stuff from America, stuff that we can literally grow in our own earth.
Thank you.
But
I'm out.
There's a third guy in queue. There's a third guy, right, that we mentioned. Bill Gates. Look, Bill Gates is a motherfucker. Tell you that right now. That guy is all about population control. Dude, that guy doesn't care if you're white or black or Indian or whatever. He just needs people to be like dying so he could somehow live longer. You know what I mean? Like for me, that's Bill Gates for me. Like just most of the stuff that you kind of hear from him. Like we see what's been put out there, but then you hear a lot of him in bad situations. You know, like COVID and the vaccines that were not fully tested. They were still in test phase, but people were supposed to take them. Like people were turning into live lab rats type of thing, you know? So I feel like it's Elon, Bill Gates, and Trump. And like you said, it's Trump's last term. So if he wants to cook,
he has to do it.
He has to cook now and serve now.
Trump is prying now. He's not even cooking.
Chad,
he's prying, my bro.
He's prying because Chad, where were you? I keep seeing you pick up your mic, but you're just letting us go.
I had a couple of things. I just wanted to say that with regards to the farmers in South Africa, it's 3 times more likely that a farmer gets shot than a policeman, a white farmer.
Yeah, but
Afrikaans
it's probably
farmer.
white farmers shooting white farmers. That's what I feel like. It's a business,
Come on,
though.
Cuzzy.
When you say come on, Cuzzy, who are you blaming it on?
Got me there, but I'm just saying, dude. Like,
I'll keep quiet on this conspiracy.
but it's definitely not whites on white farmers.
No,
they're not
definitely
shooting
not.
each other. Yeah.
They're
What
not.
do you mean,
You
definitely
know,
not?
Kuluma, Chet. Who's doing this thing?
Do you guys know that there are things that are deliberately funded, right? Deliberately funded. Most of the stuff that we see, the propaganda that's being pushed, all of these things have money behind it, right? So that's why I'm saying I feel like when you guys say, oh, well, it can't be white on white farmers shooting white on white farmers, who knows? Maybe white guys are being paid to kill white guys to make black guys look like they're killing white guys. It's just, no, for real, dog. It's a fact.
It could be.
No, it's a fact.
Because
like,
these farm murderers never get caught. So you actually
exactly
in
conspiracy
from
number 7.
Let's say from a detective's point of view, you don't know the race of the person who committed the crimes.
My thing is, dog. You can say white farmers are dying and so on and so forth, and you can say land is.
So are black farmers.
But that's the thing, and another thing. That's another thing I wanted to ask you before we get out of this situation, is that really is South Africa gonna suffer if we lose Afrikaans farmers? Because I feel like Afrikaans farmers just have good PR, dog. There's a lot of good black farmers. You know what I mean?
Look, we will struggle because
Why?
if-
Why?
so
Why will
if-
we struggle?
if you look at the percentage
Yeah.
of farmers in our country, there's more white farmers than there are black farmers. So it comes down to a percentage in turnover.
Yeah.
So the money generated from the white farmers is going to drop if they leave.
Fair enough.
So now we're going to have to create more farmers to try and pick up the slack.
It's fine as long as we've got the
So
land. As
you're
long as we've got the
100%
land. If we
correct
got-
in
if we-
saying
Yeah.
that there's successful black farmers. You're not wrong in
Yeah,
saying
there's a
that.
lot of successful
The
black
problem
farmers.
is there's not sufficient amount of black farmers
Because
to
black people don't have,
subsidize the loss that we're going to make
But-
when all the white farmers leave.
but black people don't have that amount of land. Like the reason why we have that particular portion of black farmers, right, is because not many black people own
And
acres.
That vast amount of
Yeah,
property.
they don't own acres. But I'm telling
And
you,
that's where this Land Expropriation Act is going to try and
yeah.
fix that
And this is my thing.
within a safe and fair
Yeah.
way.
But
We
my-
hope.
And this is what I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying is like the question that I've just asked you now is like, is South Africa gonna suffer if we lose Afrikaans farmers? And the thing is, at the end of the day, I feel like if majority black people had the land, we would have majority black farmers, right? So what I'm saying is, let's say a lot of these Afrikaans farmers leave for the States, which I don't want. I love every South African. I think we've got a crazy dynamic, you know. I'd like to. In fact, if you're Afrikaans, don't leave. We can't watch rugby without you. Like
We
you know.
can, but we don't want
No,
to.
we can't. We can't. Even the bar fights aren't the
Too
same.
much gears.
Even the bar fights aren't the same. The brandy's not the same. So don't leave. But what I'm saying is, if they do go overseas, I still do believe that Africa needs to understand this, and especially Africans, we need to understand that we've got African people doing these major things, and we need to be proud of that and need to believe in the fact that with or without anyone else, as Africa, we can still stand
Look,
alone on our 2 feet. That's why Malema, for me, look, I don't
some
agree
of the
with
shit
him.
he says
I don't agree with him
is
all the time.
lacquer,
Yeah,
but not everything.
no, 100%.
Maybe the way he approaches things is the problem.
That's always been the thing with Malema. But what I'm saying about Malema is when he says, bro, like at the end of the day, the only thing I got from his speech was that Africa needs to understand, or South Africa needs to understand that, like, guys,
Can't be bullied.
no, we can't be bullied and we can't be dependent
What's
on
the,
other people,
what's the
on other
point
countries.
of being a sovereign state
Ryan,
if you're listening to what everybody else is telling you
Ryan,
to do?
if you hooking me up with my vice and my fix, I'm your slave forever, dog.
100%.
You know what I mean? So if Africa's vice is money, we will forever stay enslaved. Yeah, we feel free, but are we genuinely free?
No.
We've got all the minerals and they get exported out. We are supposed to be the richest continent, but we can't even unite. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. It's just like, it's so frustrating to know the ability from a distance, and people like Malema sometimes.
Like I said last week, we have the capabilities to be a first world country.
Yeah,
We just have poor management.
and that's what I'm saying. Vote MK.
To
Vote
answer
MK.
your question, to answer your question truthfully,
Fucking around with you guys.
from
Vote
my
MK.
perspective,
Yeah,
yes, South Africa will survive without
yeah,
white Afrikaans farmers.
Yeah.
Will it be easy in the beginning? No. But will we survive? Fuck yes.
Yeah, and it will-
because
yeah.
we are a resilient nation. We
that's why we rainbow.
people, hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie. Like Dricus said, they don't know what we know. We will do whatever it takes
Yeah,
to win. Just like Dricus did.
Dricus,
On the
Dricus,
weekend.
Dricus. UFC.
What a fight.
3-1-2 bangers,
What a fight.
bangers.
And did you enjoy it?
Enjoyed it, but our prediction was right,
25 minutes of utter dog walking.
bro. Dricus looked in shape first and foremost.
Like physical shape.
He looked
like a
physical
chiseled
shape. Bro.
Michelangelo sculpture.
Bro, that guy is the... You know when you said he's the true African champion? He trains out of here, and he smells this air, and he eats this putu, and he eats this tripe.
Did you see what he had when he came home yesterday?
What did he have?
He got home yesterday. I'll find the pictures on his social media. He had afal, which is tripe.
Tripe. There we go.
Know?
There we go.
Afal and samp. Guys,
Dricus.
afal and samp.
Done, champ. Well done, champ.
Someone who just clocked under 40 million rand
Bro.
for defending his title comes home to South Africa to eat afal, guys. He could have gone to a fancy restaurant. He could have gone to an island in the Bahamas. He chose to come home to South Africa, to his house, and eat afal with his parents.
Look, Dricus for me is a champ. Dricus is... I feel like, and I keep saying this, man, I feel like Dricus' trajectory, he's going to be as influential as the Springboks if he keeps going this way. But let me tell you something, Ryan. You are one of the few people that have got me interested in UFC.
And I'm glad for that. I'm so glad.
And I want to know, I want to get your take on this Strickland fight, because I saw Strickland's face after the fight, because the cage... Hey, don't go in a cage with the pura man. Like,
yeah, you see, if you like breathing through your nose, like most people, don't ask an white Afrikaans South African man to stand in the middle of an octagon and bang, because breathing through your nose is going to be a zero option.
Look, let me tell you something. Look, world, do not get locked up with the Afrikaans person in a cage. It's like a lion in a zoo. It's kept with lions. Let lions be lions. I'm dead serious, bro.
But
I'm dead serious. He went pop and place on that guy.
Pop and place.
If Sean Strickland is the only American that can tell you what a PK is.
That's it, 100%.
Booster.
And the best thing at the end of the fight, Strickland only had a few words, and I'm not going to quote him word for word.
You can't talk when you can't breathe.
But yeah, funny. It's true though. But his words were like, "Hey man, Dricus is a bad motherfucker. You know, he whooped my ass."
That's what you say after losing.
That's after you got your ass whooped for 5 rounds,
twice.
Bro. You know?
Well, you get beat twice.
He, in the whole build-up to the fight, he says, I'm a different beast. There was
nothing different about him.
He even was worse than he was in the first fight.
Terrible, bro.
He apparently had staph infection.
Look,
he never used it as an excuse. But you could see that staph infection on his arm.
You know the fact that we know about it, it's an excuse. Look, Dricus went in there. He did what a South African would do who comes from a country with a lot of scars.
And another motherfucker.
Like, he comes... That's another thing that I feel like the world needs to understand. They're always talking about apartheid, whatever, as if they were a part of it, or they feel the effects. Or they feel the effects. South Africa as a unit, bro. Yeah. As a unit, like, the way the country is fighting. Well, not the people in government, but like just us normal day South Africans. The way we are fighting to be united is crazy. But the thing is, the rest of the world don't know. Hey, South Africans come from a rough place. South Africans have got fight, bro.
My man, that's what I'm saying. Bombs aside, like without having the option to press a button and blow up a country. If America had to invade us, you think we're going to let them come out that water, my bro?
My man, remember?
No, because you come with all your forces, bro. You look what happened in Toti in the riots and Bluff and certain areas.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
South Africans are just a different
blacks, breed. Indians, everybody banded together to keep the trouble out of our living space. But and I can tell you, if they come here, we're going to fight them.
No, like, I know for a fact they won't come fist for fist. But, like, look, I'm just saying, like, character-wise as well, South Africans are... Look, our country, first and foremost, has been through a lot. We still have people alive who actually lived those times where it wasn't good in South Africa, you know? So, you know, fighting someone like Dricus is not just fighting another UFC fighter. It's fighting someone who has to fight for the nation. Playing the Springboks is not just playing a normal rugby team.
You're carrying the weight of the whole country.
Exactly. The Springboks, people like Dricus, people like
they lift our spirits.
Exactly. Those people don't just go into the field of play for the sake of going into the field of play.
Yeah.
You know what
100%.
I mean? If you look at, and I know I've watched a lot of videos online where when they ask who the best rugby nation in the world is, and they have to answer South Africa, but you can hear they don't like it. They make us sound like we're a little bit too cocky for ourselves. But what I'm saying is, like, especially for people like Sean Strickland who come in arrogant, people like Adesanya, who I felt like he came in a little bit too arrogant. You know when Dricus said he is a true African champ?
He had no malice in it.
There was no malice. He was speaking
literally
facts.
because he's from here.
He was speaking facts,
That's
bro.
it.
You know what I mean?
And maybe Adesanya took it as a racial thing.
I feel like anyone outside of South Africa won't really know how tough South Africans really are, bro. Like, bro.
Americans are naive. They even think we eat lions and tigers and shit, bro.
Americans only discovered 4 years ago that South Africa has buildings and lions actually live in captivity.
A zoo,
yeah, you know what I mean? You know?
And some of them are still figuring that out.
But and maybe South Africa is its own country, not just a fucking continent or whatever.
Yeah,
exactly.
They like I saw. Sorry, man. I saw. You know how these new like Twitter fiends and stuff go and interview people walking down the fucking pavements or the promenades and what. And like they'll go to you and say, you know, what flag is this? And it's a flag of South Africa.
Mexico.
And the girl says Mexico. I'm like, what?
Come on, dog.
Yes, we like our tequila here, but yes, we don't make it here.
But like for real, going into the ring with Dricus, going onto the field against the Springboks, going on the pitch against our cricket team,
even a Twitter war against us.
Look, if you are competing against a South African, even a TikTok Twitter war. We're
coming for you, bro. In the masses, guys. In the masses.
South Africans are trending on the internet for the fact that they will come and camp.
The only time we stick together is when you come against us, bro. Attack South Africa. True. You'll see the nations unite.
Dude, I feel like we're the only country that will go into. We don't care where you're from. You could be from freaking Israel, or you could be even from Brazil. You could be from Chile, whatever. We will go into your comment section and speak in our language. We will be bullshitting you in our language. You don't even. Can you imagine going into your comment section
and seeing Zulu Afrikaans?
The video's pumping. The video's got views, but you don't understand the thing that's being said. You know. But like again, if you're competing ever against a South African Formula One, golf, whatever sports it is, whatever.
Uncle Gayton, we thank you for trying your hardest to get the Formula One. Yeah, we cannot wait.
Wolf.
I know I love Uncle Gayton. I'm sorry.
NQ, Chad, everyone watching, going up against a South African in a ring, on a track, on grass. Trust me, you're not just going up against the South African. It's a big thing in our country to raise that flag, bro. Like if you look at the consistency of the current Springbok team, they're feeding off the fact that they're doing something for their country, bro. You know what I mean?
Russie's reinvigorated that thing that,
bro,
you're not playing for fame, you're playing for the flag on your chest.
Same thing with Dricus, bro. Same thing with Dricus. If you're going into the octagon with Dricus, you have to come different. You have to come different. You cannot go in there thinking, I'm gonna stand and box this man.
He brings a completely different
fight.
I'm
gonna go down and roll with this man and wrestle. This man has had probably the craziest experiences.
Package.
Exactly. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. Our producers, our cameraman, they're rolling time. It's been a great one. It's been a dope one. Congratulations to the champ, and we wish you more success. But Ryan, NQ, in that order, Chad, what's good? What you got to say to the people before we leave?
I just want to say thank you for having me here again, Kazi. It's been fantastic. I want to give my Lati Mali a shout out, who's having his first ever primary school chess match on Monday. Bro, your dad is super proud of you. Shout out to my other two Latis, Cobain and Axel Cash. Dad loves you lots, man.
Yes, Kazi. Someone needs to get a snip.
It's coming, 27th of February, guys. We will be documenting that experience.
Yeah, but that's for the next
That's
one.
for another day.
And Q, what's good?
Hey, what can I say? Just another day, more informed than I was coming in. So, yeah, it's a good day. Can't say too much. I'm just excited for the next episode. Might learn something and have something to say. More banter.
Yeah, I love it. Your outros sound like intros. I love it. I felt like we were going to go into another episode there, Doug. Shout out NQ, bro. It's been a good one.
We just might.
Big Shed. Yeah, of course. Big Shed. Big Shed,
Big
what's
Shed, good? Yeah, not much, bro. Just, thanks for everyone who watched our last video. We really appreciate it. Really means a lot. Please let us know what you'd like to see in the next videos or some topics or, what was your highlight of the video. But just, like and subscribe. And this is Big Shed, but this is Big Fish.
Yes, sir. It's Big Fish back at it. Look, guys, 815 subscribers on our YouTube channel, and we super appreciate every single one of you guys. But we are on our journey to 1,000, so please do like, subscribe, and to all my homies in the hood and all my homies around the world, subscriptions are free. Buffets wherever you are.
Mahala. Verniet for all you Afrikaners out there.
Yeah, don't be a ABO. But look, guys, it's TMM_ZA or the Media Meltdown. Wherever you search, you'll find us. My name is Benson Strax, aka the Big Fish, aka Gamjepula. And on behalf of the rest of the team, I want to say peace out and stop being a hater. Danko.